right underneath your hip, which is right underneath your shoulder. And so usually when people start, this is what their hips look like. So if you think about a bowl, the bowl is tipping over forward. And what you want to do is try to tip that bowl backwards. So what happens is you squeeze this glute and you tuck your hips. And what I like to do is try to get length from your knee to your hip, to your shoulder, to the top of your head. So you're trying to get tall through here. Call it a little bit of voodoo, but we just try to imagine getting taller, getting longer, creating some space in that hip joint. So if this is your femur and this is your hip joint, you're trying to lift up and out. So that's the first part, and usually people can feel a little bit of a hip flexor stretch to begin with. And then if you want, there's a couple different variations. I'll show you one variation. Tuck my hips. I'm going to take this hand up and over. So again, this just is creating more and more length. So I'm reaching up and over, trying to create some space here in my hip. The other version is to tuck, get tall. So it always starts with that. And then you can lean forward just a little bit, although you're still thinking about getting taller as you lean, so you're not just leaning into it. You're still creating that space, getting tall, lean into it a little bit, but still try to create some space in your hip. And then of course, do the other side.